So we're looking around to make sure we get the right rock for like a slide, slow water pool area. So we're picking out this big guy right here. And I just drove to Alabama. How long, Kenya?
12 hours.
12 hours just to pick out stone for my otters to make sure it's perfect for their pond. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Here we are in Alabama right now, and we're with Ed, the pond professor, right here. We are at the stone yard right now. I mean, it's an absolute, probably around 15-20 acres of stone in this whole entire place. You hear trains in the background. We're out in the country. We ain't catching anything actually. We are picking out the rocks for Oliver and Callie. I cannot wait, you guys. The time is here, and we are building another aquascape feature in the ranch. It's gonna be for Oliver and Callie, obviously, and there are some parts on this pond that you're not gonna see anywhere except zoos, but in the private sector it's gonna be really dope. But like I said, we're gonna go around, start picking out all the rock. We're gonna get 2 truckloads of rock, and it's gonna be crazy. We drove all the way to Alabama. You guys, if anybody says in my videos I don't take care of my animals correctly, just unsubscribe. You guys are losing little nuts in your head or something like that, because like I said, I just drove to Alabama. How long, Kenya?
12 hours.
12 hours just to pick out stone for my otters to make sure it's perfect for their pond, to make it as naturalistic, as unique and crazy for them to live their best absolute life for these guys. So let's get going. Make sure you guys like this video. It's all going to be about stone and rock. It's going to be the first video of aquascape ecosystem enclosure for Oliver and Callie. Let's make it happen.
You picking out
first rock,
picking it for us. So honestly,
all right,
so 12 to 14 pallets per truck.
12 to 14 pallets. And we're gonna get 2 truckloads.
So it'll probably be 1.5 of boulders, and then we're gonna get the flat stuff that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And we also need some river stone as well.
Got it.
So it'll be a mix, but that's what I'm gonna talk to Ryan about and see how we can blend that stuff together.
All right, we got those. We got these. I was just explaining to Ed, these are perfect boulders to be on the top of the pond, so the otters could be running across the top, make it more natural than just having little fence posts what they're on right now in the enclosure.
Probably count up how many big pallets we got. I think we got enough.
That's an interesting looking rock.
2, yeah, I like this one.
That one's cool looking.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Ed just picked out 7 of the large boulders. Each one of these guys are probably like what, a ton?
The pallets are 1.5 to 2 tons, so each rock is almost a ton.
So that's probably gonna be 1 truckload.
Yeah.
1 truckload of just giant rocks. Pretty cool. Now we're gonna go and get the smaller gravels. Well, not the smaller gravel, but other rocks to fit where the bigger rocks, so that they don't have caves, so the otters obviously don't get stuck. So it's all sealed up and put together correctly. So we're picking out decent sized rocks right now, and these rocks are going to be on the whole substrate bottom part of the whole enclosure to mix it up with other flat rocks, so that we don't have to worry about putting concrete or anything. We're going to use rock instead of concrete to make it look more natural, and then on top of that, it's just going to make it look 10 times better. So we just got that big pile right there. So we're looking around to make sure we get the right rock for like a slide, slow water pool area. So we're picking out this big guy right here, and this is gonna be our one. Dope. I was looking at this monster over here, but Ed said there's no way we're gonna get a machine big enough. Look at this one. This one's huge. I was like, this is a water slide right here, but he's like, yeah, it's too big of a rock. We don't have a machine big enough that's gonna be able to move a big rock like that. That's like bigger than Kenya.
Obviously, every rock is bigger than me.
All right, let's go get some of the smaller ones. All right, so we got this pallet, and we got this pallet right here. So the substrate of an otter, you want it to be like mulch, sand, gravel, concrete, all that stuff, but I don't want to have really any concrete involved in there because I want it, like I've told you from the get-go, we wanted to make it as natural as possible. So we're gonna pretty much puzzle it and make it look like a brick floor, but with those rocks. So we got 2 pallets of those, and then Ed is actually picking out rocks about yay high, like a medium-sized one, so we can mix it all together so it doesn't look all exactly the same, like a brick wall or a brick sidewalk. It will look like a river bottom on the floor. It'll be really cool. Yeah, I don't know, it's gonna be really neat. Ed has the whole ideas. They're coming in the beginning of January so they can start this project, and then the whole crew will be going at the end of January, getting it going. But let's keep going.
Wait, just a veneer for is that what it's used for?
Yeah, they just want something with no joint.
Got the dog with us, picked out all the rock.
Something that fits together.
Now it's time to go back home.
Yep.
Solid stuff. What is because they get off to the $6 per cent. Because we're sawing the face off of it like the artificial rock.
Yeah.
That's 20% of the money that comes.
So we're back home from Alabama, and I decided to pick up the phone real quick and show you what is going on. So we are really, as of right now, when you guys see this video, it's the end of the week. We're about 4 weeks exactly away from the massive, absolutely ridiculous, insane, I'm gonna say all the crazy words, otter pond is about to happen. So pretty much what's happening is Greg, Aquascape, they're doing their winter retreat here on the ranch. So they're estimating about 150 people. Absolutely insane. A private event, so it's not open to the public. It's a private event, and it's for Greg and for people to learn about different things about ponds. My house is a good place to use because Aquascape has helped me out so much here on the ranch with different features on the property. One in the front yard, my first one about 3.5 years ago. Then this one right here that's in the front of the building that was supposed to be the otter pond, but then didn't work out that way. It just didn't work that way. And then the aviary build in the back. But now where my truck is right there, right across, we're making pretty much like a 25 by 25 pond for the otters, as you guys just saw at the beginning of the video, getting all that boulder, stone, rock, and all that stuff. The stuff's not here yet. It's coming soon. But yeah, so I'll talk about the 150 people coming. There's just a lot of little things that needed to get done here on the ranch. Just pretty much like busy work, picking weeds, adding more rock, redoing enclosures with more mulch, just stuff that has to get done on a normal basis, but I want it all prepped and done before these people come. So I have exactly 4 weeks to get it all done on top of all my chores that we do. I do have some help today that is going to be coming, so that's a good thing. I already got a half yard of rock, and I'm just doing this myself, all that right there myself. Obviously that's not a lot of stuff. People are like, oh, that's baby stuff. But when I have a ton of other animals, of chores, of different things I have to do, so a quick little thing what I had to get done today. My normal stuff, feeding, all the things. We did all the feedings today. I did water changes inside the building. I went to get the rock. I already fed all the tortoises with 3 wheelbarrows of lettuce. And then let me show you something that's going on. So here, last night when I was about to be done on the ranch, it was late last night, and all I heard was a big boom. When I heard the big boom, I said, yep, I knew what that was. And I probably put it in a video not too long ago. The stand for the cranes finally fell over. The wood spool broke, and the giant pole broke down as well. The pallet hit right on the other pallet, so thank goodness it didn't hit my rainbow eucalyptus tree, and nobody got hurt, so that's a good thing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pole out, redo everything, move that wood spool probably to the side, and then dig a hole right down, probably about 2 feet down out of the concrete, and then the stand will be back in place, and I'll have to worry ever that thing to move again. I thought it was cool to put it in the wood spool. I knew it was going to rot out eventually, but not fall over, but it did, and it happened. Whatever, nothing I could do about that. So we're gonna keep on going with today, and after this whole video is done, stay tuned and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and put those post notifications on, because the video after this most likely is going to be seeing Fluffy. Fluffy is my albino skunk that we I don't like saying rescue, but yes, that one was given to me from somebody else that just didn't want him anymore, so he's here on the ranch. I don't really rescue animals. If I like an animal that somebody's getting rid of, that they can't take care of anymore, then I'll take that animal. But I'm not a rescue center. That's not who I am. But other than that, yeah, Fluffy's cage needs to get redone and needs to look a little better for the normal eye. So let me get going and finish this rock so we can move on to another project. All right, so it's the next day, and we got 3.5 yards of brown river rock all in place. As you can see, here it is, here it is, here it is, all there in that corner. Looks great, it looks amazing. We got it all done. It is perfect, ready to go. We, what you wanna call it, rescaped Godzilla's enclosure as well. Gave them brand new mulch, a little bit new different types of substrate, and a little bit of logs and just different things just to be a little bit more active of that stuff. Lexi's cage, my Eclectus, we completely fixed the whole entire thing as well. We need to get her a male Eclectus as soon as we can for next season, because she's been laying eggs up a storm. So it'd be really cool to have baby Eclectuses here and to let her have a mate, because why not? Put some bricks down there so we can open and close the door without a problem. The crane stand that we talked about, we already concreted it over there, so it's in place. We just got to put the stand back on top. But what my goal is today and for the next video, so stay tuned like we were mentioning it earlier in this video, Fluffy's cage. We're going to redo Fluffy's cage today. We just bought a pallet of mulch. That's 75 bags of mulch. I'm going to start placing it all around the ranch so that tomorrow I can spread it around. But remember, I do a lot of things by myself, so with all the chores and all that stuff like we were just mentioning, for me to spread and move 75 bags by myself for one day with everything else, get a little bit tired. And yeah, but other than that, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, all the rock, all that stuff that we got in Alabama. Make sure you stay tuned for that video, you guys. It is coming right around the corner, and it's going to be a banger and a half. Aquascape team will be here. Greg Woodstock and Ed the Professor will be here. It's going to be an absolute blast, and I cannot wait to show you guys everything that we have in store for you all coming for 2022. And Happy New Year, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, y'all.